Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day 10. And today is the last day in the 10 days that I agreed to do this session. And today we have one more tip before we end the day. And then also tomorrow I will do my session from 2:30 to 4:30 for those of you who are interested to know more about passive income and know more about financial independence. Yeah. Like I said, the key to financial freedom, financial independence, tomorrow I'll cover. But of course, it's much more deeper, it's much more thorough. And the reason why I'm doing it 2 hours tomorrow and I actually getting people to pay for it is because I think it is very important that I get to see people who are serious, who really want to do something about their life. If you have a problem with the 30 ringgit and all, you can always tell me about it, and you say, and I will even look into, you're not paying it and still attend. But what is important is for you to think about actually getting the money to pay and learn what I'm going to cover the next 2 hours, so you could actually create a financial path for the next many years to come. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started for today's session. Today is the last day. The last 10 days we went through so many different topics, tips rather. Today's tip is if you have faith in yourself and the universe and a strong purpose in life, and financial freedom will come looking for you. I repeat, if you have strong faith in yourself that you can do it, and the universe or God, that God can help you, and have a purpose in life. It's not about making money to show off. It's not about making money to, to be on the atas side, to be one level above others. But if your purpose is really being able to have a great life, have a good life, this book, Science of Getting Rich, Science of Getting Rich the book says that the objective of a man being born in this life, man or woman, being born in this life, is to really have a good life. Good life means enriching yourself and enriching other people. That's what the purpose in life should be. When you have that kind of a purpose, and a lot of good things will come looking for you. In fact, financial freedom will come looking for you. So like I mentioned, so the topic for today is, if you have faith in yourself and the universe and a purpose in life, financial freedom will come to your doorstep, will come looking for you. So that's the topic today. And like I said, the last 9 days, the first day I talked about doing a business that enriches people. The second day I talk about wealth ratio. Third day I talk about writing down expenses. Fourth day I talk about managing your income. Fifth day I spoke about investing yourself. Then the sixth day is about avoiding debt, okay, or the other way around, one of it, right? And then on the seventh day I spoke about the 3 things you rich people do that you should do. On the 8th day, which was yesterday, I talked about doubling money exercise. It's the day for yesterday. Yesterday, I spoke about the inner and outer intention. And of course, today is about believing in yourself. Okay. Now, why I say that is because many people, you think that you cannot become rich or you cannot become successful because of your genetics or your DNA, or, because your parents were poor and all. And I think I am an example of someone who's done well in life. And my parents were rubber tappers. I grew up in an estate with 12 brothers and sisters. I'm the 9th in the family. I've gone through a lot at, just one meal a day, and didn't have money, didn't have, many things in life, Parents, love, yes, lots of love. My parents, my sisters, my siblings, my brothers, lots of love, no problem with that. But we didn't have material comfort because there are, we're in the estates, right? And then my parents being rubber tappers was not so easy. But yet I was able to walk away from my job and be retired with the wealth ratio of more than 1 by the age of 40. And so I think it's important for you to not to think about it, that, your circumstances and what you've gone through. So you got to believe in yourself that you can come up with life. And again, this book, Science of Getting Rich, says that abundance is your birthright. Being rich is your birthright. That means nobody can stop you from doing it. This book clearly says, that's why it's called Science of Getting Rich, because it says clearly any one of you can become rich. So stop blaming other people, stop blaming your parents, stop blaming the government. A lot of people blame the government. They say, oh, because, racial issues, religious issue, Bhumi Putra issue, this, that. Listen, stop it. Stop all that nonsense. And let me ask you something. Who is more powerful, the politicians or God? I ask you again, who is more powerful, the politicians or God? But if you believe in God, then don't worry about the politicians. Let them do what they want to do. You do your Ho'oponopono, you do your law of attraction, you believe in God, good things will come. When I set up my own training company many years ago, A lot of people told me that, you know what, because I'm a sole proprietor, I set up my own company in my name, right? Or because you're not, you might need to have a Bhumiputra partnership to get a lot of good contracts and all, and you need to have connections. Well, I tell you, I always tell people first of all, mine is a sole proprietor, so it's an Indian company. There's no Bhumiputra connection. Number two is, I didn't even have, they say must have cable, right? I didn't have a raffia string, to pull. But one thing I had a huge cable with God. And I believed in myself. I believed that God will help me. You know what? I became a trainer for Petronas, DRB Highcom, the Al Bukhari Group, Tabung Haji, Bank Islam, Institute of Islam, many organizations. That was, all the banks, all the telcos. Nobody ever asked me, are you your Bhumiputra status, or who's your partner, who's how many percent? Nothing, because my partner is God. And that's why today I want to start off by telling you that you can become financially rich, but you must stop reading newspaper, stop listening to all the rubbish, and believe that if God is there, the universe is there, you become successful. So I want to tell you this part, which I've already covered in some of my talks, is that there's a difference between fate and destiny. Fate is, you're born to a certain parents, certain day, a certain time, and the life was like that. That's fate. If you go through an astrologer, and or numerologist, they'll calculate and tell you, based on this is your life going to be. True, if you don't make a difference, if you don't make a change, if you don't do something about it, that's your life. So the astrology is correct that if you do it, but astrology also says that if you do certain things in your life, that you can change your fate, and that's where Ho'oponopono comes in. And when you have faith, but if you decide to do good things for people and believe in yourself, believe in God that I can come up, you know what happens? Your destiny is created. So there's a difference there. Faith is, we all were born at that time, at that time, that place with that parents. Okay, fine. But the destiny is you create it. You create. And how do you create it? You water your mind and let it bloom, not let lalang grow inside here and feel that you can't make it. That's number one. Number two is, there's a difference between potential and programming. We are all born with lots of potential, or any one of us can be Bill Gates, and any one of us can be a Jack Ma, and any one of us can be very successful. But the problem is, after we are born, there's so much of programming that takes place. Either your teachers, your parents, parents tell you, don't dream big, cannot do this, you cannot do that, born there's this race or this religion, you're too tall, too thin, too fat, too short, you cannot do it, you're a girl or you're a boy, you can't do it. So that what happens is, the people around us, even our friends, you want to tell your friends, I'm planning to do my MBA, they say, come on, as if you can do SPM, fail so many times, want to do MBA, and then you, I think I cannot do. So we are programmed to fail. We are programmed to fail because we mix with the wrong people and all. So after now listening to this 10 days, and today, I want to finish up by telling you, believe in yourself, believe in God, believe that you can reach financial freedom. If you were to, I have these two programs. I do 99 ringgit program. One is called Law of Attraction, Ultimate Law of Attraction program, and one is called Breakthrough Ho'oponopono. If you, of course you have to pay 99 ringgit and the one, but if you just pay 99 ringgit for go to my Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono program, I have 14 steps you should do. And if you do this, you will become so successful. I know so many people who have done that 99 ringgit program, become so successful. You know why? I have to charge you because I need you to pay to make commitment. But if you do the 14 exercises, you become so successful. You know why I know that? Because I know you can change your future by doing the right things. It is so important for you to know, because there's this inside us, there's a soul, and the soul will always listen to you, and your soul is now cringing, upset with you because you feel you cannot. This one cannot. You know why? Because you read newspaper, you listen to news, you talk to people, and this is where you got to change all that and feel that no, I can do it. I will come up in life, and that's very important. Very, very important that you feel that you can come up in life. I ask this example, and I want to ask you also. When you say, you see, the Earth is round, right? I mean, some of you have heard of this, me say this before, but it doesn't matter. A lot of new people are watching, so I will say it again. Yeah, Earth is round, and you're standing on Earth, right? On Earth, and it's always rotating itself. Why is it we don't fall down? Why is it when the Earth is moving and we are standing, we don't fall down? And I know all of you smart people out there will give me the answer, which is law of gravity, correct? Which is true. So because of law of gravity, we can all stand because there's gravity. Beautiful. Like when somebody has passed away, okay? Somebody has passed away. Now, is there law of gravity? Yes. Correct? Now, can the person stand? Cannot. But there's law of gravity, right? But the person cannot. Why? Because his soul has left him. His energy has left him. So the reason why we are able to function on an everyday basis, forget about the standing part. The reason why we can breathe, the reason why our heart is beating, the reason why when we eat coffee, it becomes urine, or eat food, it becomes shit. The reason is because there's something inside us, the energy inside us, the soul, the spirit, something inside us that can always be there for us, and we can get. That's why when somebody is alive, or they'll say, Mr. Raju. Okay, when passes away, you say, oh, that his body is there. In Tamil, they call him, Sariram. That means got energy. Then when he passes away, it's called Sadalam. Sadalam means it's just a body. And the reason they say it is because the moment the energy leaves, it's nothing. Now you have that with you. You have the energy with you. And if you can connect with the energy, you become very successful. So forget about what people have told you. Forget about all the things you have heard. Forget it. I am telling you today. I could be an elder brother to many of you. I could be like a father to many of you. I could be an uncle to many of you. I could be just a brother to many of you. I could be just whatever it is. I just want you to know that you can become successful. You can achieve financial freedom, because you need to believe in yourself and you need to believe in God. I will tell you some examples for you to know how powerful this thing is. I'm just checking time. Sorry. And I give an example. I don't know how many of you heard of this, right? Every living soul has got soul. Everything, every animal, every insect has got living soul, energy. Like us, we have the soul. Like I said, we pass away, it goes off, right? But similarly, look at a mosquito. Mosquito has got energy. But do you know something? Mosquito is God's creation. But do you know something? That mosquitoes bite, right? Actually, only female mosquitoes bite. Male mosquitoes don't bite. Okay, only female mosquito actually go and bite. Now, do you know a female mosquito or a mosquito larva will go and bite someone, but it will never bite a pregnant woman who's more than 3 months to 4 months pregnant? I repeat, if you put a chamber and you put a woman inside there and she's pregnant for more than 4 months, and we put mosquitoes, it won't bite. It won't bite. People say it's pheromone. People say it's got some kind of... No, I'll tell you why. Because if a woman is more than 4 months pregnant, do you know if you go to a doctor and say, I want to do abortion, doctor say cannot because got 2 lives. Now, how would the mosquito know that that woman is pregnant and more than 4 months, I shouldn't bite? That is God's creation. That is God's creation. Look at ants. Do you know an ant, okay, you drop a bit of sugar, just drop a bit of sugar, don't know which corner, blah, 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 the ant will come out. No, not directly somehow. Zigzag, 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 look for food. Okay, look for food. Sorry, my line is a bit unstable, I think, because today is Saturday, yeah? I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so the ant will find its way and come, okay? So now if that's the case, a bowl of sugar, and then you put with what do you call it, a plate of water, and put the bowl in the middle, water, and leave it. The ants won't come. Now, which is better? A bowl of sugar is more than a drop of sugar, right? But how come it is a bowl of sugar? When it's a bowl of sugar, the ants won't come. You know why? See, what is the objective of the ant? Is to look for food. So you see, that means when the ant is looking for food, it's like God or universe will tell them, go, there's ants here, there's ants there, there's ants here, there's ants here, go look for the ants. But when you put it on a plate with water and put a bowl inside, they won't come. They won't even come and take a look at it and say, oh, I know, I can't go. Oh, they won't do that. They won't even come. They won't even come. So that only goes to show that because the objective is to look for food, God will show them how to go and find food. But the moment the food is not achievable, that means the sugar cannot be achieved because it's got water, they don't even come. That means the God has sent signal to them and said, don't go, waste of time. And that told me that if I write my affirmations every day, God will bring the people for me and make sure my goal comes true. That if I look at my vision board and do visualization every day, God will send the people for me to become successful. And if you decide today to make it happen in your life, you will have financial freedom. So I want you to understand that it's within us for us to believe in it. The reason why I believe so much in my 2 programs, my 99 ringgit programs of law of attraction as well, because I know if you follow through the program, you will become very, 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 very successful. Now, if you don't want to follow, don't worry. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's so many videos on affirmations and everything else. Just watch the videos and follow through, because just like the ant, when it's an objective of wanting to find sugar, God will show the way. If you have an objective of becoming successful with money and say all the right things, then God will send you. That's why you need to be appreciative every day. That's why every day before you go to sleep, you need to write thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to God. Why? Because when you thank with what you have now, God will give you more, or universe will give you more. So you're going to be thankful. A lot of us, the moment they get up until the time they go to sleep, they complain. Why I don't read newspaper? Because I don't want to complain. It's a waste of time, because I believe in God. So I really need you to understand, my friends, that today's topic is all about you need to believe in yourself that you can become financially free. You need to know that if you follow whatever I've taught you, and if you follow further to what I'm teaching you with regards to setting goals and everything else, you do it. Like I've said always, 3 things to make sure you have things happening: your affirmation, vision board, and visualization. And 3 things for God to come and help you, which is writing a gratitude journal, do things to give you a lot of blessings, and of course to do Ho'oponopono. But what is most important is you need to have a goal in life. You cannot go into a taxi, not a grab car. You cannot get into a taxi and the taxi driver said, where do you want to go? And he said, wherever you take me. That is the most stupidest thing you do. And you get up every morning in life. Do you have a goal in life? Do you have a goal in life? So I want you to understand, and I want to just read a paragraph from this book to finish off today's session. The book is Science of Getting Rich. I know when I did this talk the last time, I told people, if you want a free copy of the book, just WhatsApp me. I'll send you a free copy. Many of you WhatsApp me for the book. Thank you. And I already sent the book to you. Any one of you want this book, just WhatsApp me. I'll send you the book. Now, the book says Science of Getting Rich. This book was written 111 years ago. And the book says here, a bountiful universe in which the divine purpose works in harmony with human aspirations. See, in a bountiful universe, there's so much there. The divine will work with a human in harmony based on the human's aspirations, and as long as the human has got a purpose, okay, and faith, it will bring everything he wants towards him. So which means the book clearly says that you can have whatever you want. So if you want financial freedom, that's what today's topic is all about. Believe in yourself, believe in universe, have faith, okay, and have a purpose. And with that, I would just want to say thank you for being with me for the last 10 days. It's a real pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who have registered for my talk tomorrow at 2:30 to 4:30 to enrich you further. Just for information, the talk tomorrow is at 2:30 to 4:30. Pay 30 ringgit, you get into the program. But the audio will be available for 2 weeks for you. Okay, so those of you who cannot come tomorrow, you can still register. You can pay for it and go for it. If you don't come tomorrow, doesn't matter. You can click at the link and watch the video anytime in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so it'll be available for 2 weeks. So please, if you can, do come for the program tomorrow. If not, at least register, pay for it, so that you can actually then benefit from it in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so with that, for all those of you who've been diligently coming every day 8 o'clock to watch me talk, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And all of you who have been a big support, thank you so much. Be safe, take care of yourself. I am planning to do something from 1st August to 15th of August, every day at 8 o'clock, another series of things. Probably be very specific, like if you want to raise intelligent children, how do you use law of attraction, Ho'oponopono, and the universe? Or if you want to create a better relationship with your family members and your spouse, what do you do? So I'm going to do it on a week, day to day. I'll put down all the topics for 15 days, and then how to increase your sales in your business. So I'm going to do that. But let me take a break after tomorrow, and then 1st of August we'll start again. Okay. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Okay.